Okay, agenda item number 5, velocity case 2012-05.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This item is a little less complicated. It's just a rezoning. This is a request by Phillips Storage to rezone 1.03 acres from duplex residential, also known as DR10, to highway commercial, known as CH. Property is located along the north side of Town Avenue. This is about 1 block to the west of South Harrison Street, a little bit south of the Gold Plate Restaurant, the familiar landmark. Property, just like the previous one, is also in the commercial activity center, which you see in your packet on the other map, which is the whole South Patterson portion of the city. It is designated for intensive development, intensive zonings. As you can see on the zoning map, most everything there is zoned either CH or M1, which is the industrial category. All that is not is this little pocket of DR10 kind of right in the middle along Town Avenue. This was a county unincorporated island that was annexed into the city in 2006. It was given DR10 zoning at that time, the county zoning district. The aerial in your packet kind of shows the sparse land use pattern that is around there. There are a few homes within the DR10 that remain, but most of that DR10 zoning is vacant property. The applicant is wanting to purchase a vacant lot that is there, and use the vacant lot that is there to construct a new building with a storage yard to go next to it for their business. The business is South Georgia Seal Coating. They want to have a place to store some of their outdoor equipment that apparently no longer does not fit where they are now. This is a new home, a new facility for them. Your packet is, of course, the different maps, but on the screen, you see some of the adjacent properties. These are the two homes that are nearby. There is a site sketch that is in your packet that shows the new building with setback 25 feet, a fenced-in area, and landscaping. The development code requires that to be a solid fence or solid wall. The applicant is actually proposing a different combination of fencing and vegetation that requires a variance, and that's reviewed separately by the zoning board of appeals. What you have before you is the zoning change from DR10 to CH. The proposed use certainly fits in CH characteristic, and the area is already kind of a demonstrated CH pattern that is there. So with that, staff has found the request consistent with the comprehensive plan. Our standards for exercising zoning power, and we recommend approval. Now, any conditions?
Are there any questions for the staff from the commissioners?
I just have a question, Mr. Chairman. That DR10, I presume that used to be for housing?
Yeah, so that is what was left over, or what I believe was a former residential area that over the decades since eroded into a smaller area. I specifically remember many years ago some zoning changes around the periphery of that to go from DR10 to CH or even M1. So this is a vestige of a neighborhood. There's just a few homes left, but most of the properties are already vacant. And the commercial growth seems to be well established in that area.
Well, I see it is above it, but the green area there is
All of the green is the DR10.
still quite a few houses.
If you compare this map with the aerial map, then you can see where the vacant properties are. Most of the acreage there is vacant. Or Bill Bismarck.
Okay, any other questions? All right, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak in favor of this request? Anyone in the audience that would like to speak in favor of this request? Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak in opposition to this request? Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak in opposition to this request? I will now close the public participation portion on this request, and discussion is now open amongst the commissioners. Young ladies, do you have any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
it does state that there will be a form of new commercial building, and I guess there's no site plan or anything on that.
In your packet, there is a site sketch of the applicants that put together to support the back there.
Oh, it's on the back.
On the back.
So that'd be the last page.
Well, that's a sketch, yeah. Okay.
And it gives an approximation of what they'll have to do. They will have to meet all the current development standards that include landscaping and parking and so forth. They are indicating the size building there. There is enough parking on that sketch to meet the minimum requirement for that building. And they're showing the storage area to be fenced in back away from the street and partly behind the building. But it does still have to meet stormwater retention requirements, perhaps, depending on the amount of rooftop paving that
It does show the building,
and landscaping requirements.
it does show that building adjacent to that property, right up against it, is that,
It is allowed to be that close. C8 zoning, like all the other commercial zonings, allow 0-foot setback. It's a building code issue at that point, depending on the distance away from other structures and the type of construction that's there. But it has the potential of being that close.
Any other questions, Sheriff?
thank you.
Any other questions from any of the other commissioners? All right, I will now entertain a motion from the commissioners.
Finding the rezoning request consistent with the comprehensive plan and the standards of the exercise of zoning power, I recommend the motion that we accept this to the city council.
Do we have a motion for approval? Do I hear a second?
Second.
Mr. Page? Any discussion on the motion? I'll call the vote. In favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Unanimous.